if you've seen the Dark Side of the Ring on Magnum TA, which is something that I was going to ask you about your thoughts on that particular episode. And I know you're on the JCP Tales from the Territories too. So if you could relay your experiences with that, that would be great too.
The Magnum one was very good. I'm um, considering like everything that was going on in his life at the time and since then. Um, I was nice that it concentrated just on the wreck and not like the turmoil that followed it. To me, Magnum is such an inspiration because how many guys that would have been in his situation where you were in a debilitating car wreck, told never you were never going to walk again. This is it. You're never going to wrestle. This is it. Life's over. All the money you made, all the cars that you drove, the travel, your life is basically has taken a 180 in a bad direction. How many guys or females would take that and just wallow in the mud and never do nothing, never try and walk, never try and be a success, never start a business, never have a family, uh, just waller in their sorrow, but not Magnum. Magnum proved them all wrong. I mean, he's mobile. He's got two beautiful children. He's got a beautiful wife. He's got a successful business. I just saw him this past weekend. He was signing autographs for everyone, taking pictures, except for Steamboat, had the longest line. People lined up to see him. Just happy guy. He knows he's blessed. He's been through. There's not anyone out there that can say that God handed Magnum a big old pile and Magnum got through it and is smiling to this day. But to me, it's an inspiration. Like you can feel sorry for yourself all you want to, but look at what Magnum did. Magnum went from the very, very top to the very, very bottom in like a split second. And he could have stayed at the bottom, but no, he got up and got going. And it took him a while. And I'm sure it wasn't the easiest paths to travel, and that being able to be mobile and being able to get into your big truck and do business and not feel sorry for yourself and just keep going on and make a good life for yourself and your family and your kids and your wife. That's an inspiration in my book, 100%.
Do you just as a follow up to that? Do you recall the atmosphere in Crockett Promotions when that happened? And are you of the view that that was really a tipping point in terms of the uh, fortunes of the company?
Right. I was in Kansas City at the time. I had just left Crockett in Charlotte and had gone to Crockett. I guess it was a satellite office in Kansas City. This was, I believe, in October, if I'm not sure, October or November. But just one of those darling. This was before the internet, before Wi-Fi or email or anything. You picked up the phone, got the phone call like that early morning that Magnum had been in a really bad wreck, that he wasn't expected to walk, and that it was really bad. Is basically the phone call that I got. And then as the days and weeks progressed, we got more and more information on it. Um, I definitely think that it was something that you could look at, like things started to like fall apart because they had put so much into Magnum and now they didn't have Magnum anymore. And it was also, I think, a sadness on Dusty's part. Like here he had lost his best friend and his traveling partner, and his buddy for life had gone through this. And so like, now what? Now what do we do? So it was a lot. It really was. And Magnum, being world champion and a movie star and everything, just one of those situations where you actually could see someone that could have had it all.
Yeah, but like you touched on, what an inspirational episode, quite the standout in my view of this season so far.